Crews are responding to a water rescue tonight on Lake Kaganza in Stoughton. Dane County Dispatch says a call came in shortly after 7 o'clock. They say someone jumped off a boat and didn't come back up. That's where we find our Adam Dexter tonight with the latest. Adam.
Yeah, Amanda, just within the last 5 or 10 minutes here, crews have left this scene here at Lake Kaganza where they'd been searching since just shortly after 7 o'clock. They say it was around 7:06. They got a call that a 59-year-old man went overboard on the boat he was on with others, and they say he did not resurface after that. Now, some search agencies involved in this search are the DNR, Madison Fire, Fitchburg Fire, McFarland Fire, just to name a few. And they had dive teams going into the lake here as late as 8:45, and they also brought out a heat-seeking drone that was trying to pick up surface temperatures on the water to see if they could find this person. But just shortly before 10 o'clock, they had to call the search with the sun going down and in conditions just getting darker out here. And they say tomorrow at 7:30, they're going to resume this search. In the meantime, they say they're looking for a 59-year-old white man, and they say the cause of what put him in the water to begin with is under investigation.
Thank you so much, Adam. Rock County crews will continue searching tomorrow for a 9-year-old girl who went underwater on Thursday night. Crews are back out on the Rock River today searching for Madison Billups, who went missing in the river near the Monterey Dam. Crews began searching Thursday, but said yesterday that the search had become a recovery mission. Members of Billups' family told our crew yesterday they plan to stay there and continue looking for her until they find her. New at 10, 2 people are dead and at least 4 are injured after a shooting at a Walmart distribution center in California. Red Bluff officials say the shooting happened this afternoon around 3:30. A gunman reportedly drove into the distribution center and began shooting. No word yet on any motive. Protesters once again are taking to the streets in Madison, holding a vigil for Black Lives today. The group blocked cars from driving on University Avenue earlier tonight. A Facebook event says the purpose of the event was to build support and compassion for Black lives in Madison Westside communities and educate people about how they can help. Madison Area Crime Stoppers is now offering a $5,000 reward for any information that leads to arrests and convictions in the alleged assault of an 18-year-old biracial African-American woman. Athea Bernstein says early Wednesday morning, a group of white men sprayed lighter fluid on her face and neck, igniting it with a lighter. This case is being investigated as a hate crime, and MPD has confirmed the FBI is also investigating. As Athea recovers, her story is being shared across the country. It caught the attention of Meghan Markle, who reached out to speak with her today.
It's a challenge, for her right now. It's very, very emotional. I talked to her 3 or 4 times, today, and I would tell you, Meghan lifted her spirits today.
Michael Johnson, who's acting as a spokesperson for Athea, says she and Meghan had an authentic conversation about faith and self-care, and they formed a connection talking about being biracial. He says Athea was brought to tears. Meghan also committed to participating in a virtual town hall soon to speak to other young people in Madison. Let's get a look at your first warned weather. A sunny day today, and that humidity is definitely returning. Gary.
We'll feel it tomorrow and get used to it because it's going to be here perhaps for another week and a half at least. Let's start out by taking a look at the time lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. Yesterday they had strong thunderstorms that brought some wind damage. Today, lots of sunshine all day long. A few cumulus clouds popped up in the afternoon, and even those settled down as we got close to sunset. It was a beautiful sunset in Platteville. Showers, a few thunderstorms down to the south across Illinois. Those will stay to our south for tonight, but tomorrow we could see some thunderstorms develop in the afternoon west of Madison, and then everybody should see them overnight. Possibility for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm with hail and gusty winds being the main threats along with heavy rain. High temperatures today, mid-80s through much of southern Wisconsin. Even near Lake Michigan, temperatures reach the middle to upper 80s. Current temperatures are in the upper 60s to the lower 70s, but the dew point temperatures, middle 60s right now. They'll start to creep up. Notice a 70-degree plus dew points lurking across northern Illinois. Temperatures tomorrow will reach a high of about 85 in Madison. Again, some afternoon thunderstorms possible west of town, but better chances for showers and thunderstorms arrive tomorrow night into Monday and Tuesday. I'll tell you what we can expect after that in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Gary. The percentage of positive coronavirus tests in Wisconsin is the highest it's been all week. According to new data released today, 5.9% of people tested over the last 24 hours have been positive. That's up from 5.7% yesterday. DHS is also confirming more than 500 new cases, putting the state's total north of 26,000. 79% of infected patients have made full recoveries. 11 more people have died from complications of the virus over the last day. The U.S. has seen another record-setting day during the pandemic. Just today, there's more than 45,000 new confirmed cases. That's 5,000 more than yesterday. It's the highest single-day total yet, and a handful of states are being forced to close again. Whitney Wild has more.
Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Tennessee, and Utah. On Friday, these 5 states recorded their highest single-day coronavirus infection numbers since the pandemic began. And Saturday, Florida reported 9,585 new cases, topping the previous record set the day before. Now mayors in the state announcing several popular beaches will be closed for the 4th of July weekend.
We expected huge crowds to be at the beach. It would have been very hard for us to control our social distancing and having people abide by the rules. We don't want a spike on top of a spike.
Nationwide, 32 states saw surges in case numbers over the past 7 days. This has pushed 11 states to make the tough decision to pause or roll back their reopening.
If I could go back and redo anything, it probably would have been to slow down the opening of bars. People go to bars to get close and to drink and to socialize. And that's the kind of thing that stokes the spread of the coronavirus.
And according to a new antibody survey by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the actual number of those infected could be 6 to 24 times greater than previously thought. Medical experts say they're not surprised.
We're still at a point where we're not able to get tests to every single person that we would like to in our emergency departments around the country.
I'm Whitney Wild reporting.
The European Union has still not made a final announcement on whether it will be banning travelers from the U.S. during the pandemic. As the pandemic rages on, new data suggests the U.S. could have a significant shortage of doctors in the next decade. The Association of American Medical Colleges projects the country could be short between 54,000 and 139,000 physicians by 2033. They found the U.S. could expect to see a shortage of both primary care physicians and specialized doctors. The study says more research is needed to predict additional shortages because of the pandemic. A Democratic candidate running for Wisconsin State Senate District 26 in Madison says she's received death threats and messages of hate throughout her campaign, including in a voicemail. Take a listen.
Oh, nada. Nada can't win. Not as a loser. Not as a fat with a rag over her head.
Nada El-Makashvi says she's received hundreds of hate messages since announcing her campaign in March, but says this one feels different. She says she posted it to Facebook so people can hear what hate sounds like.
There's a numbness there because it's happened so much in the past few days, especially. But it was the first time that I had heard it spoken out loud.
She says her campaign will be reporting some of the more threatening messages to authorities. We also reached out to other candidates in the race for Wisconsin State Senate District 26. You can find their responses on our website, channel3000.com. A new report claims Russia secretly offered to pay Taliban-linked militants to kill U.S. troops. The allegations were reported today in the New York Times. U.S. intelligence reportedly found a Russian unit linked to assassination attempts and other covert operations, which they say offered rewards for successful attacks last year. The bounties were reportedly proposed during the peace talks to end the long-running war in the Middle East. 20 Americans were killed in combat last year in Afghanistan, but there's no word if any of the killings were under suspicion. New tonight, Joe Biden is responding to the New York Times report. In a virtual town hall today, the presumptive Democratic nominee called Donald Trump's entire presidency a, quote, gift to Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Not only has he failed to sanction or impose any kind of consequences on Russia for this egregious violation of international law, Donald Trump has continued his embarrassing campaign of deference and debasing himself before Vladimir Putin. He has this information, according to the Times, and yet he offered to host Putin in the United States and sought to invite Russia to rejoin the G7. His entire presidency has been a gift to Putin. But this is beyond the pale. It's a betrayal of the most sacred duty we bear as a nation, to protect and equip our troops when we send them into harm's way.
In a statement today, White House press secretary said President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence were not briefed on the, quote, alleged Russian bounty intelligence. Russia has also denounced the Times article, tweeting from its embassy that the newspaper is inventing fake news stories. The Trump campaign reportedly removed thousands of social distancing stickers from last Saturday's rally in Tulsa. That's according to the Washington Post. These stickers were placed by event staff on seats so attendees wouldn't sit next to each other. But according to a video the Post obtained, two men were seen removing thousands at the request of the Trump campaign. At least 8 of the president's staff members have tested positive in conjunction with that rally. Coming up on News 3 Now at 10, Gary has your first warn forecast. Plus, we'll take a closer look at some of this weekend's protests across the country and the effects they're having.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only in the exhibition hall at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
Now, every hybrid vehicle in Toyota's lineup is available with 0% financing. With fewer stops for gas, Toyota hybrids give you the confidence to go farther. And with 0% financing, Toyota hybrids are even more thrilling. Enjoy more freedom in a Toyota hybrid. See your Toyota dealer or shop and buy online.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
Today, some things do stand firm. Those you can lean on, the things that matter, and the importance of you being you. That's why, no matter the type of care you need, or the way you need it, we're here every day, safe and ready. Because wherever you are in your world, you're the focus of ours. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meriden, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
Relax, unwind, remain safe and secure in a new bath, shower, or walk-in tub from Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Now during our summer spectacular sale, get a new bath or shower for only $49.95. Ask about great financing and call during this program for a free $100 Walmart or Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. And be sure to ask about virtual online estimates.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only in the exhibition hall at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
The heat and humidity are back in the forecast as we kick off the holiday week. We're tracking several storm chances leading up to the 4th of July. And we're also sharing some easy, delicious, and nutritious snacks to help cool your family down. Join us Sunday at 6:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Hy-Vee is recalling 12 more salads across the Midwest due to potential contamination with cyclospora. The salads are in addition to the 12-ounce Hy-Vee bagged garden salad that was pulled last week when the investigation started. Customers who purchased any of the salads should throw them away or bring them back to Hy-Vee for a full refund. Protests in the wake of George Floyd's death against police brutality are continuing across the country more than a month after his death. And in some places, they're taking on new meaning. In Aurora, Colorado, thousands marched in the name of Elijah McClain. The demonstration was peaceful, though police had to close the highway to accommodate it. McClain was a 23-year-old black man who died of a heart attack after an altercation with police last year. After he was placed in a chokehold, paramedics injected him with a powerful sedative, ketamine.
Fall, we called for an independent investigation into the murder of Elijah McClain. And what did we hear then? Crickets. So, you know, on the one hand, they're very happy that people are paying attention now.
In a statement today, Aurora's interim police chief said the community is still reeling from McClain's death, who she says was a valued member of the community. Hundreds protested in Louisville today, demanding justice for Breonna Taylor. In March, Taylor was shot and killed by police in her sleep when they executed a no-knock search warrant. One of the three officers involved in the shooting, one of the three officers involved in the shooting has been fired. TV crews report today's protests were not violent, even though authorities used bike racks to keep protesters in one area. Some demonstrators took to the streets in Washington, D.C. today to celebrate yesterday. The House of Representatives voted to make D.C. the country's 51st state.
I am free. I feel like I'm on my way to being a real citizen.
It's really always been more about our self-determination than a vote or two on the Hill.
The president and Senate Republicans are strongly against the plan. If D.C. becomes a state, it would shrink the U.S. Capitol grounds to the area around the White House, Capitol Building, Supreme Court, and other key structures. Amid the ongoing protests and social justice movements across the U.S., states, universities, and entertainment enterprises are making changes. Mississippi is one step closer to adopting a new state flag. The Mississippi State House voted today to introduce a bill to take down the existing flag and create a commission that will determine a new design. The current flag features the Confederate state emblem. It's the only state left with it on its flag. The commission is expected to recommend a new design by September 14th. The state's voters will choose a final design in a special election on November 3rd. Princeton University is removing President Woodrow Wilson's name from its School of Public Policy. The board has also voted to remove it from a residential college. Wilson was the president of Princeton before he became president of the United States, but the university says he was also a racist, once calling racial segregation a, quote, benefit, and said slaves were happy and well cared for. The Simpsons will no longer use white actors to voice characters of color. The move by The Simpsons represents a major shift for the show. For 30 years, it has used white actors to play a number of non-white characters, including Harry Shearer as Dr. Julius Hibbert and Hank Azaria as Apu. The show says it will recast those voice actors. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulti.
Well, it was a nice day today. Tomorrow should generally be nice, although there's the possibility that we could see a shower or thunderstorm develop tomorrow afternoon, mainly west of Madison. As we take a look at our Madison Lake forecast for tomorrow, the lake water temperature right now is at 78 degrees, so it's pretty warm out there. Most of the lakes have just one beach closed. Otherwise, they're in pretty good shape. Lake Wingra, no beaches closed. If you're looking for specific beach information, go to lakeforecast.org. And the weather forecast for tomorrow calls for a high of 85. A nice day to be out on the lake, but keep a weather eye to the sky, especially in the afternoon, just in case one of those showers or thunderstorms pops up. I think the better chances will be west of Madison. Time lapse from the WIC Skycam today, looking toward the southwest in the evening. You can see just how clear the skies were. It was a beautiful sunset that we had tonight, and temperatures were on the warm side, but the humidity levels weren't too bad today. Doppler track, Wisconsin is free of precipitation. Some thunderstorms to the south. That's kind of the northern fringes of where the more humid air is. And as that comes back tomorrow, there'll be the chances for some thunderstorms. Now, Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk of severe weather across much of southern and western Wisconsin late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. Gusty winds, hail, heavy rainfall will be the main threats. As we check out the high wind probability, that's highest across our area, but it's even higher out to the west. Same thing with hail. In fact, much of the eastern portion of the area probably just seeing some small hail, if any. Tornado probabilities highest across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. An outside chance that a brief tornado could develop over the western portion of Wisconsin. Three things you need to know in the forecast for tomorrow. We'll see middle to upper 80s return, and they will continue UFN until further notice. Dew points will be near 70 degrees by tomorrow night. That will continue through Tuesday. That will lead to better chances for showers and thunderstorms in that Sunday night through Monday and Tuesday range. Just a chance of showers and thunderstorms Wednesday through Friday of next week, and then we've taken the rain out of the forecast for the 4th of July weekend. weekend. High temperatures today well into the 90s out to the west, almost near triple digits over parts of western North Dakota, mainly 80s here, but you can see, again, those thunderstorms just to the south. That's where the more humid air is, and as the jet stream continues out of the southwest, that'll drive that humidity right back in for tomorrow. The stationary front eventually becoming a warm front as it lifts northward, and you can see north of the front, temperatures right now generally in the 60s and 70s, but south of the front, that's where dew point temperatures are near 70 degrees, and that's where the humidity is. So for tomorrow, high temperature of 85 degrees, chance for a thunderstorm in the afternoon, mainly west of Madison. Future track beginning at noon tomorrow. You can see a thunderstorm chance mainly west of Madison. Shower thunderstorm chance tomorrow night, but they'll be pretty widely scattered. Monday, maybe a little better chance for showers and thunderstorms, highs in the upper 80s. And then you can see rainfall amounts, very spotty. Some areas 1 inch to 1.5 inches or more and heavier thunderstorms. Other areas maybe less than 1/4 of an inch. 7 to 10 day forecast. Notice those temperatures, upper 80s, some days close to 90 degrees. Chances for thunderstorms Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But right now it looks like the 4th of July holiday will be dry as well as the few days after that.
Thank you so much, Gary. Sure. Still to come, there might be a few curveballs this baseball season, but nothing Craig Counsell isn't ready for. That story next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
When America needed us to build, we built. Masks, ventilators, shields. When frontliners needed support, Ford dealers answered. And now we're open and ready to serve you. With exciting special offers and deals across the Ford lineup. Stop by a Ford dealership or go online. We've made it safer to shop, easier to buy. Now get 0% financing for 84 months on a 2019 built Ford Tough F-150. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Are you behind on your mortgage? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Are you considering trying to get a loan modification on your own? Did you know that less than 5% of people who tried on their own actually got a modification? At the Mortgage Modification Helpline, we know the rules and regulations banks don't want you to know about, and we've helped thousands of people stay in their homes. So call the Mortgage Modification Helpline today.
Please call 800-631-7749.
I'm here.
Auntie's here.
Hey, Mom and Dad here.
Scout's here.
Shall we begin? Friends and family, we are gathered here today to celebrate.
Together, nothing can keep us apart. That's why U.S. Cellular eliminated data overages on our reliable nationwide network, so you can stay connected.
Well, NASCAR is back to
empty grandstands this week at Pocono Raceway for a double-header weekend. Tonight, the Pocono Organics 325, Eric Jones and Tyler Reddick getting close, and they end up crashing. But the day belonged to Kevin Harvick. He ends up holding off Denny Hamlin for a historic moment in his career, his first ever win at Pocono Raceway. He was 0 for 38 before that, so 39th time is the charm for Harvick as he takes the checkered flag. Well, in exactly 1 week, the Brewers will participate in their first official workout as they get ready for what we're finally going to have, a baseball season. 45 players are expected to be in-house in Milwaukee with a secondary camp in Appleton where the Timber Rattlers play. Major League Baseball says the season will start on July 23rd, but no official schedule has been released just yet. But the key to a baseball season during a pandemic, well, Craig Counsell says you have to go with the flow because he expects things to constantly change.
I'd say we've got the bones of it kind of assembled, but I think the key to this year is to be flexible and to be ready to change and to be ready to kind of scribble everything off that you've already started and start over. That's happened a couple times in the last couple days already. So we've got a good start on it. The first workout will be Saturday, so we've got some time still, and then we'll keep plugging away at it, and we'll be ready to go when we ready to introduce players.
And the PGA has not been exempt from COVID-19. 7 pros withdrew this week ahead of the Travelers Championship, either because they tested positive for COVID-19 or because they just weren't comfortable. They wanted to take a precaution and not play. So starting next week, all pros, caddies, instructors, trainers, and staff, they must test negative for coronavirus before they can even enter the grounds at the Rocket Mortgage Classic in Detroit. But as for today's action, round 3 of the Travelers in Connecticut this morning, they moved it up a little bit to avoid some inclement weather. Dustin Johnson had a nice approach on 9. He would birdie that hole, stayed close to the top today. And Phil Mickelson, birdie putt on 11. Lefty shot a 71 today, finished at 12 under. He's tied for 7th. But not a lot of guys able to top Brendan Todd, finishing up 18 with a solid approach. He shot a 61 along with Dustin Johnson. Wow. So just 2 strokes between Todd and Johnson at the top. The rest of the leaderboard looks pretty close. Once again, we've seen some solid golf during COVID-19. And Amanda, happening right now, National Women's Soccer League game. Rose Lavelle, the former Badger, she plays for Washington. She scored a goal tonight. And the team she's playing against is the team of J.J. Watt's wife. So obviously he's cheering for Chicago, the team his wife plays on. But kind of cool connection there for Wisconsin fans.
Yeah, giving people here in Wisconsin another reason to watch. Thank you so much, Melissa.
Watch sports, yeah.
We'll be right back.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. That's why your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers. If you need a new Silverado, get 0% APR for 72 months or $5,500 cash allowance on all Silverado Crew Cab pickups. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available.
I'm here.
Auntie's here.
Hey, Mom and Dad here.
Scout's here.
Shall we begin? Friends and family, we are gathered here today to celebrate.
Together, nothing can keep us apart. That's why U.S. Cellular eliminated data overages on our reliable nationwide network, so you can stay connected.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. I came across Plexiderm and I was so excited. We have a model. All he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes. Tightens the skin and smooths it out. Gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
You know, I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles. I have the puffiness. I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
Holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
This 4th of July is the best time to get Plexiderm for $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
My shirt, too sexy for my shirt, so sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York.
Sometimes you run out of fresh at the wrong time. Luckily, Pick and Save delivery and free pickup make it easy to grab what you need, so you can get back to being you. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
The Our Home is the training ground for her dreams policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Download the Channel 3000 app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Most in-person Pride Month events have been canceled due to the coronavirus pandemic, but New York City is still finding ways to celebrate the 50th anniversary of its first Pride March. As you can see, several iconic landmarks were lit up in the colors of the Pride flag tonight. It's nice that we found really good ways to, even though things are canceled, still celebrate.
People are very imaginative.
Yeah, and creative.
Use their creativity to do that. So.
I love it.
Well, I wish I could use some creativity and get rid of
the
some
humidity?
of the humidity out of here, but we could see some strong thunderstorms late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Temperatures right now, upper 60s to the lower 70s. Dew point temperatures, mid 60s. It's feeling a little more humid, but notice Janesville's dew point already at 72. So the more humid air is moving in. High 85 tomorrow. Thunderstorm chances tomorrow night through Tuesday. Chances Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and dry for the 4th of July.
All right, have a great night. Thanks for joining us.